Some viewers may find the following video disturbing. Viewer discretion is advised.
Monsters Unleashed. Step in. Stand hard. No turning back. Monster Mike hits the front line, cutting through the dark. Boots hitting the ground like he's calling something out. If the night wants to move, it moves through him first. He wants answers, and he takes them. We move in. No fear. Eyes sharp. Heart steady. We walk the dark. We hunt the unseen. We stand together and push through anything. This is the team. This is the fight. This is Monsters Unleashed. Coming alive tonight. Trisha hits the right flank, silent and locked in. She feels the forest breathe, hears a shift before it breaks. One glance and she knows when something's watching. Doug pushes forward like he owns the trail, strong stride, no pause. If something's waiting, he's the one in me. We walk the dark, we hunt the unseen. We stand together and push through anything. This is the team, this is the fight. This is Monsters Unleashed, pulling the night in tighter.
We're the best there is, and I'm telling you, yes, I'm excited.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Monsters Unleashed. You guys know me. I'm Trisha Collins. And, my dad, he's typically the one in here doing producing. And I always get all nervous and twist my words and stutter a lot. And I apologize for that. That's just stage fright. But tonight's going to be a good night. And we're going to take it. And we're going to roll with it. And we're going to have a good time. And, tonight it's gonna be a good show. It's gonna be a real good show. But how you doing, Cindy and Donna? How you guys doing?
Good, really good. Glad to be here.
I know we love you. We love having you guys on here. Cindy's probably gonna be my support line tonight, so thank you for that. And
You're welcome.
every time Donna's on the show, we either hear something being thrown at her house or something hollering or coyotes.
Yeah.
That one weekend, I couldn't stop thinking about it because you see Donna there, you hear the coyotes, she disappears, and then, well, we hear some pew-pews going off. And I think that made the show right there. That was pretty great. It was awesome. Guys, tonight we have Paranormal Payphone.
Oh no.
I just got a crash. I'll be right back.
You were just talking about that. I swear they must know that she's on a show or something because it happens.
I think so. Like
it
Donna,
happens all the time.
just go ahead and pull up a chair for them and let them just watch and interact with us because they're just dying to come on the show.
Yeah.
I'd love to see them. If she could bring them in and just sit them there and let them watch a show, that would really
Everything okay?
It's right there.
I've been doing crazy stuff. Like my nature's I seen it's a ghost or a spirit. I seen it walking. I've seen things going on. That was in out by the birds, and it's a door on the other side, and there was something died. So, hey,
That's crazy.
that's all I can say.
That's just weird. I just said it, and then it happened. That was not planned, guys. That was not planned. But guys, tonight we have Paranormal Payphone. And I found them on TikTok. And I was just scrolling through my FYP page, and I hear two things. LBL and Dogman. So I watched the video all the way through, and I'm really bad about not watching videos all the way through. But I watched that video all the way through, and I'm like, I got to get him to come on and talk about this. I got to get him to come on and talk about this. And I can't wait for them to talk about this because not a lot of people discuss it and not a lot of people know about it. So it's pretty exciting. But with that being said, let's go ahead and bring them out. If I can get my cursor to move right. Here we go. Hi, guys.
What's going on, everybody?
Up? How you doing?
We're here. Did you guys hear that loud crash?
Yeah, we were wondering what's going on. We've got something going on here as we're waiting on you. It sounds like somebody's walking around, but we're the only people in the building right now. So,
yeah. So if something happens, you guys are our witnesses.
Yeah.
I need you to go ahead and attest to this. You know.
Okay. All right, we got you. We got you.
And if I scream, don't hold it against me. Okay?
I can't promise you that Restream won't get the clip of you screaming, though. So
Yeah, that's fine. If I scream, I deserve it. So
we got some people in the chat tonight. We have Swamp Dog. Hello, Swamp Dog.
Hello.
We have Beverly.
Hello, Beverly.
Ray Sting. He's a new one. I don't think I've seen him in here before.
No, hello, Ray Sting.
Hello. Curiosities.
Yes, of course.
We have Dana, who, if it's the same Dana I'm thinking of, she just left my house. She's going to go get me Dutch Bros.
What's your order?
She's getting me a iced cherry pie chai with oat milk. That's what she's getting.
Oh, that sounds delicious.
Really good. It's really good. But yeah, we got all kinds of people in the chat. And here's my dad, Monster Mike. He's in here.
I just saw up. So he's gonna relax, take a break, but he's gonna watch.
Yeah, absolutely. He's gonna make sure I'm doing my duties on here. All right, guys. So, guys, like I was saying, I found you guys on TikTok, and you said the two things that just drew me in instantly, and that was LBL, which is the Land Between the Lakes, and Dogman. And I heard you say something that not a lot of people talk about, and that's the different, not breeds, but variants.
there it is. Yeah.
And do you care to share, some of that, what you were talking about, explain that a little bit, because not a lot of people know about that.
Well, I mean, before we even get into that, the sheer embarrassment that you found us on TikTok is just enough on its own. I mean, the fact we're trying to figure that out, like, we're really good about putting stuff out and then hoping nobody watches it.
Yeah.
So we are failing at our main objective. Yeah.
I have really good investigating skills. Really good. Not just scripted wise. I'm talking about, like, you think your husband or wife's cheating on you, call me up because I'm going to find out.
Okay.
So, I found you. You've been busted.
Trisha, the detective.
1-800.
Private investigator Trisha here.
That's good. Well, see,
That's hilarious.
so I need you to keep an eye behind us then, because like I say, we've got stuff going on back there. So, you keep an eye on us with those investigative skills.
Yeah. Please.
But no, we're here in the Middle Tennessee area, and so Land Between Lakes is real close. And so we have heard story after story after story about different dogman sightings and a little bit of cryptid stuff that happens up there. And the fact that it is kind of like a little secretive little pocket of activity. You know, whether that be the different like variants that like we track across. Like I say, we've been doing this by ourselves, like, I don't know, armchair cryptid hunters for for a few years. And so the more and more we've looked into some of the stuff and talked about it, we've seen the different variants, whether that be from Dogman to Sasquatch, like, and they vary depending on location. Sometimes they have different attitudes, migratory patterns. Like, it's a wild thing when you really like dig deep down into it.
And like you were talking about, there are 7 different types. There's these ones that are called like type 3 with different variants of this, and then there's a canine version, which is generally like from the reports of what we, you know, like you guys have seen and other people reporting out of the LBL. They're more of the canine variant that we've been able to look at. But like the type 3s are more like your baboons, your like Bigfoot, Squatch, like how their faces are. They don't have the snout so much as the canine variants. So the type 3, the variant 1 it's a like a taller, leaner one with like a baboon type head. Now, I don't know. I saw a baboon on a video earlier, a baboon running into this woman's hotel room, grabbing some bananas and then running out.
Yeah.
So that happened today. And then there's one with the type 2 or the type 3, the variant 2 has got like a hominid body and like a dog, like a chow type head, which any of these is terrifying just to think about.
Well, I don't know if you guys have dogs. I've never had good luck with a chow, so that would be terrifying in itself right now. I've been chased more than a few times by a couple chows, so I don't want that thing coming at me.
Yeah, I've got 2 German Shepherds, and when, you know, seeing something that has a face like a German Shepherd, but it's not on all fours and it's standing up about 8 foot tall, that's not a good night. That's not a good thing you want to be around either. So,
well, and the message that we received, because I mean, obviously on our show, the idea is you can send in your phone calls like through DM, through voice message, and then we play it and kind of talk about it. The message that we got was about a guy who saw like an 8-foot wolf, and it looked very canine until he flashed his light, and it kind of stood up a little bit, and you know, the pec started ripping a little, and you know,
started flexing. Yeah.
Looking like Roman Reigns with a dog head on. I'm like, I don't want that coming down the pike at me.
But I mean, I've seen like 2, and one I was face to face with, and I got a really good like physical look. This thing was physically standing there, and the muscle mass on these things is like Roman Reigns or Cody Rhodes, like a wrestler that's been lifting weights all of his life. It's insane.
So when you say you were, I didn't mean to interrupt you there. When you say you were face to face, like how close are we talking here?
I'm talking 20 to 30 yards.
Okay. It's not like you're.
I'm sorry. Is that not close enough for you?
No.
Like, when you think
face
about
to
it,
face, I'm like, oh my God.
I mean, that's just an estimate. It could have been closer. You guys, I encourage you guys, go watch the video, and you guys can see. But it, to me, it was about 20, 30 yards. But
I did watch the one where you were panning across. Is this the same video you're talking about where it's in between the trees? Yeah, that thing looked huge.
It was.
And I have questions for you about that. Like, because you can sense these things. What were you feeling when you?
I felt something dark and not good, something evil. And I had felt it from the moment we got there. I started having these feelings, and I calmed myself down and was like, all right, we're just going to eat some food. We're going to observe. That's going to be it. I just got my hot dog done, and those howls went off.
Dang.
I didn't even get through my hot dog.
Yeah.
Those
Yeah.
cows started going off, and then the coyotes was with them, and they were close. They were really close. And then I started feeling panicky, like something was watching, something was there. So I started saying the Lord's Prayer.
Yeah.
And not long after that, I saw it move, and I'm saying that it was it because the color of it matched exactly what I had saw move to the right of us. And that's when I sent somebody that was armed in there. They saw the eye shine to the right, and his wife saw something low to the ground move across the road, which was to the left of us. And I was mad. I remember getting mad, very mad, because I'd been in the LBO for months, and there had been several things happening to me, physically hurting me, and I was just pissed off because I was tired of not knowing what was doing it. I wanted to know what was doing it. So I just yelled to the woods and was like, I know you're here. I'm not scared of you. If I was scared, I would have left when you howled. Just show yourself. Well, about 30 minutes later, I just overwhelming feeling hit me. I mean, it was strong. And I'm like, hey, there is something here. It's planning to do something when the fire goes out and the equipment's put away. And it wasn't even 10 minutes after I'd said that. I was watching Crystal, who's a part of our team. She was getting in her truck, looking on the ridge to the left of us. And I didn't see anything up there. So I moved my camera to the right of me. So my camera's over here and my face is out of the camera. And that's when I started panning around. So I locked eyes with it and didn't even realize that my camera was catching it. But I did. I felt it all night. And Crystal did too. Crystal felt like there was something there. Something kept drawing her attention behind us. So she focused on our backs, watching behind us. And me and Andy and my husband, we were watching the sides and in front of us. But I don't think there was just one there. I think there was at least two. And I believe there was a Sasquatch there as well, because when I laid eyes on it, I froze. I couldn't move and I couldn't speak. All that came out of my mouth was, And that went on for like a minute as I'm locked. I was locked into its eyes. And I tell everybody, and I meant this, it was like looking in hell. The amber's color of its eyes, it was like I was looking into hell. And then I came out of that, but while I was in that, I guess you could call it a trance, and I was froze there, something told me, go, get out of here. Go, get out of here. It said it twice. Now, I don't know everybody's opinion about Dogman, whether they're good or whether they're bad. Yes, guys, this thing did not attack me. Okay, it wasn't coming at me. I'm still alive, clearly. But the intentions of it, I could feel. And the intentions of it was not good. So I do not think a Dogman that night spoke to me and told me to go get out of there. I think it was something there protecting me, and I believe it was a Sasquatch. And we've had other people review the footage, and they said it looks like there's something to the right of me in the bushes because the way that the trees were moving and how they shaped. I have a hard time watching that video, so I have not went back and reviewed it anymore because I just can't. I can't do it.
I don't blame you for that. Now, when you say that there was something off to your right, I did see perhaps something when you guys kept scanning back and forth. So that could have been that, and that's such a wild story.
That's around the area that he said that he saw something as well. So that's good that you'll have to message me and tell me kind of what you saw. And I'll do that. Because I can't go back and watch it. That was really traumatic, and I went through hell with it. I had nightmares. I had to leave Kentucky for a week and a half. I came back home and all my doors in my house were open, and it's always a routine of mine to shut my doors and unplug everything except for my refrigerator. I put new batteries in my cameras. It didn't catch nobody coming in, but I came home. Every door in my house was open, and my computer was fried.
Oh, wow.
That's wild.
Yeah, it is. You ever had any other experiences inside that house before?
Inside this house?
Yeah.
When I was hit with infrasound and in the cemetery, I felt like there was something that followed me back and I did a cleanse. I talked to Donna about this, and she helped me cleanse my house and know what to do. And it kind of just went away. But there was one time I did see a dark, tall shadow in the house. So I did the same thing again. And that time I actually put out salt as well. And it hasn't been back since.
It's interesting.
Yeah, that is interesting. I only know about the salt thing from an episode of Salute Your Shorts in the 90s. They did it on like the Halloween episode there. I don't know why that stuck with me for my entire life to this point. But what is kind of interesting about your story in general is the interactions that we've had sent our way about different dogmen and different like Sasquatch type creatures has been the benevolence factor. And the fact that there's not very many good dogman stories, but there are stories where Bigfoot and Sasquatch and things like that have been looking out for people. Whether that's taking care of somebody, getting them to where they're supposed to go, getting them out of the rain, it's not all doom and gloom. And so the fact that you do feel like there was another presence there, I mean, it really could be a Sasquatch because there's also not uncommon in that LBL area.
Yeah.
No, it's not. That's a creepy area. And I mean, I went back in, so I was in there last Saturday, and I was with the squatch fishing, Sheila and Scott from Squatch Fishing.
Yeah.
And we were investigating a little bit, and they were trying to, see if they could find something on thermal, which I love their thermal that they use. It's a great one. And we heard some noises across the water, and I've got what we heard. I actually have that on audio from a couple months prior, and they were doing spirit box, and there were some things said, and I saw this dark, big, huge shadow just quickly come out of this tree. So I got to thinking, okay, where did it go? Did it go to the right into the trees, headed up the ridge, or did it go to the left and it's coming across the road? So I took a couple steps to the left, and there was this, I'm going to say it was a rake. I'm not going to say, oh, it looked like a rake. No, this was a pale crawler rake. It was huge, about 6.5, 7 foot long skinny legs, long skinny arms and fingers, big eyes that they were green. They lit up green, coming right at us. And if Jen was here, Jen would tell you, because she's been out in the woods with me before. Dawn has been out in the woods with me before. I'm quiet in the woods. I get mad when there's people being loud, and I'll snap and I'll tell everybody, shut the hell up. Like, you need to be quiet. I'm
the same way.
I don't scare. Yeah, I don't scare easy. That night it scared me. That night it really scared me. I don't scream. I started screaming, whoa, and started backing up. And it was crazy. It scared Sheila. It scared her friend that was with her. Scott grabbed his thermal. We started walking down there so he can get on thermal. I had the flashlight. And, I documented the date and the time that I saw it, showed the tree I saw it from, and kind of walked the way that it went. And we were trying to get it on thermal, because that's how it is. When you have your encounters, people don't believe you unless you've got picture proof or video proof.
Yeah.
It's not that easy. Sometimes you might get lucky, sometimes you might not. Yeah. So we tried. See it again.
Yeah, like we would have to find a bathroom before we went back there. So that's crazy right there. You're able just to search back in that.
Yeah, I would be dead.
Yeah.
Just drop dead. That's what I do.
Yeah.
I'm not even running or screaming. I'm just like, all right, here we go.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest. I didn't want to walk and go find it, but Scott had his thermal and I was on the flashlight, and he's just like, "Come on!" And I'm like, "Okay, we're doing this. We're going." So we went, and I pushed myself like that though, because I want these things to know I'm not scared. Yeah. It came at me quick, and it really did scare me, but I don't want them to know that. I try to be respectful as I can, and that thing wasn't respecting us that night. And that night I felt like there was something behind us. I had said it all night. So now I'm starting to think, and I don't have no proof of this, but when I have a feeling, it's almost dead on that there's something there. And that's just and you can ask anybody who's been with me. When I felt something, something has happened. It happened with that dog man. It happened at a cemetery. It's just accurate. So all night I'm telling him there's something behind us. We need to watch this holler. And I told Scott and that, and there was a guy that was with us, his name Mark Roberts from Night Vision Paranormal. And before Scott and Sheila got there, he was with us. And I told him, I said, if we're going to see something, if we're going to catch something, it's going to come from this holler, up this path. All night, I'd said that. So I'm thinking that this pill crawler was coming at us to grab our attention so whatever was behind us could come in on us.
Yeah.
Again, I don't have no proof, but that's just how I feel about it.
That's so scary, man.
Yeah, see, I don't want that in my life.
Yeah.
You know, I don't need more. Like I say, we've got 6 kids between us. I don't need more things chasing me. You know, like I'm at my limit, so I'm not heading to the woods for it.
Yeah.
That is a wild story.
That is. We had a guy send us a story too, and going back to about the Bigfoot being your protector. This guy has told us, and we're trying to get more information out of him, but he said that he has a clan of dogmen. What is it?
Yeah, he said anywhere from about 10 to 13 dogmen that he communicates with,
and that protect him. And there's one Sasquatch.
Wow.
So he's got like this whole family, this whole army of these things protecting him.
Really?
Now he's not great with details.
Yeah.
And he's also not a great responder.
Yeah.
Like I'll be like, how are the dogmen? And like it may be a week, but he'll come back to us eventually. Yeah.
I'll make a comment on that. I lived with my whole life. And it said, here I saw, I now lives in clans. The Watchers are my Watchers. Weeks ago actually saved my life. And that is the truth. It's something very stupid that I don't normally do. As far as the dog men, you won't find, but I mean, I don't know what have, maybe he has something else different. Since I was dad born in 1987. My grandmother was in mid. So I have a little bit of knowledge. That you would have that many dog men in place.
Yeah.
Maybe he's in an area. I don't know.
Yeah. Who knows?
He may have access to a lot of hot dogs. It sounds like, it may be something.
I mean, from my experience, they seem to like
That is scary,
Yeah.
If they need to would be anywhere safe anywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't.
I got you.
Listen, I love it.
Yeah.
Like I've never encountered any sort of a cryptid. We've all had our like little encounters, like I say, with stuff walking around us and various little ghost hunting expeditions we went on when we were younger. But the cryptid thing is something that I find super interesting just because there's so much more out there than we can ever really understand.
Oh, yeah.
Especially like the LBL is, I believe there's a big serpent mound that runs through the area, which brings in a whole different level of, the pre-flood giants, is this a portal system? Like, how are these all connected? It's so many things and so many questions come up just from that.
Yeah, and the magnetic pull that's in the LBL, it's so strong, and that can factor in with like the portals. It factors in a lot actually, and it's just that place is just crazy. It's insane, and
it is very strong for me. which I can leave about everything. And that's what happens to me my whole life. The first thing you have to do is control your fear. So,
Which I'm sure is incredibly hard there. I was just
And-
about to say, we want to go until you made that comment, Donna. Now,
yeah,
now,
Yeah.
It's like daytime, you'll get some activity.
Mhm.
Just got to be in the right place, right time. But nighttime, it's a whole different world. It's just weird how much it changes from daylight to dark, and it's really scary. It gets really scary in there.
yeah.
I just now
I'll
first time being
when I was saw this too right there at basically
Yeah.
1 o'clock in the afternoon.
yeah.
At the parking lot?
They were
Parking on tree lines.
yeah. We saw two of them moving in the tree lines behind these old barns, and
Wow.
and I believe they were hunting because there was these deer, and these deer were just so still. They weren't moving or anything. And deer, you look at them the wrong way, they jump up and run off.
Yeah.
No, they were just like froze there. So I'm thinking maybe they were going to hunt the deer. But then something changed and they ran off. Something spooked them. They ran off, and it was probably us. But it was like they were there for several minutes, just standing
So
still.
there's also found those feeding stations. Very so. They're actually on, like animals too. We picked them up.
Oh.
You can
So now, where do you guys sit as far as like the difference between like location? Whereas some of the Sasquatch activity in like Louisiana tends to be a little bit more aggressive from like all of the different sightings and the encounters. How do you guys feel like the LBL compares to like that stuff as compared to like a Pacific Northwest where there are more stories about them taking care of people?
I don't know. The LBL to me, what makes it different is the spiritual warfare on that land, that peninsula. Like it's cursed. You can feel it from the moment you cross that bridge that there's something not right with that land. And I don't know if it's just that makes these things in there more. They're not all aggressive. Like I've had encounters, and I gift in there a lot, and they've been super friendly, and a lot of the Sasquatches know I'm in there with good intentions. I take them honey buns. I've taken them like little Max Box cars. So if there's any investigators in here that's out in the woods in the LBL and you find a car, that was probably one of the ones that I gifted. Don't go saying, "Oh, that's weird. Do you see that? There's a Matchbox car. It's weird." No, that was me. I gift them because they have babies, like we have babies. So I'm thinking maybe the babies will like a toy, so I give them a little car. But it's that land that makes everything different about the land between the lakes compared to Ohio or Louisiana or the Pacific West. So I don't really know exactly how to answer this question other than like it's just the cursed land that I mean, look at the history of it. I mean, not even from like our government, but before our government with the natives and the Europeans in there, they kept warning, hey, you don't want this land. Hey, you don't want this land. So they knew that there was something special about this peninsula, and it wasn't good. So
Yeah.
that's all. I described it as it's bad. It's sour
yeah.
because it isn't good. Actually, I do ceremony. I go. I I've lived in the woods my whole life from 306 years old. That's just the way I grew up.
Yeah.
So, you know, you foot on at the ground like they'll tell. Just it's not all bad. There's just some. I think too much has been done here. Too many different things done there, and you know, there's too much. So there's I don't mean this is my opinion. Everybody, going on. You some good over here. You got the bad over there. So, and then you got the.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna give off real tourist vibes there, so I'm gonna be loaded with honey buns. You know, like I'm trying to earn some good graces while I'm there. You know,
just some sages, some smudge.
Yeah, maybe a cross around your neck.
the Christmas tree cakes. Like,
You know what?
I mean, like let's give them the good stuff. You know.
Yeah.
Appetite. There in the woods and in those.
I have a question for Cindy. You're paying attention behind them, right? Are you watching behind them?
I have been, yeah.
Have you seen a dark shadow move behind them in between? Let's see, there's that first.
They have
light
something there. You don't even need, there's something there.
Fantastic.
Good night. That was great. That's great.
Actually, it's
Uber Eats some honey buns real quick.
right head in behind me right now.
Yeah.
Can you see it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I see it. That's exactly where I was trying to describe where it was at.
I'm feeling good about this.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know.
Well, I'm glad you guys are watching out for us.
Oh, well, we got you, okay? I've seen it twice, and I didn't say anything because I wanted to be sure. But then
So back in this area somewhere.
Yeah.
behind him.
good.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's it.
This,
All right.
Yeah.
You just yell duck
Yeah.
when I need to. All right.
Okay.
Rubber ducky.
Yeah.
Somebody, sorry, I was trying to take a drink of my drink, and somebody almost spit that out seeing this, but somebody in the comments said that they saw it too.
Awesome.
Oh,
You
great.
know, this is good.
So
Here's
I'm
the thing.
assuming you guys are in a building that has paranormal activity then.
It's a church.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a church.
It's a church, yeah. Yeah.
Hey, well,
Churches can have paranormal activity. I come
Yeah.
from the paranormal side. I joined Monsters Unleashed. I was on as a guest, and because I have the paranormal background, I have my own paranormal team. And I find the cryptid side extremely interesting. Like you guys, I got so deep into it. Now I just can't wait to get out to the LBL with Trisha. And with others and Donna, because they've been, especially Trisha. Trisha's been out there so much that, I trust her instincts. I trust what she would, make sure that I'm protected. But also too, I want to go because I do have abilities. I can see things. I can hear them or hear, spirits. And I can feel when things are around. So obviously, because I can see them, but yeah, I find the cryptid side just absolutely fascinating. And I haven't seen one yet. I'm hoping to. I would love to see a cryptid. So we'll see.
Yeah, we see nothing, we hear nothing, we're dumb. And so we're figuring this out, when and little bit by little bit, we're getting there. But it's so cool to think, to see all the different things. We've had a bunch of people calling in with a lot of different sleep paralysis things. And so hearing 4 or 5 of those stories, and we're starting to see connections drawing together between everything.
Yeah.
And so we're starting to pick up a pattern of okay, who's more susceptible to this, how are they more susceptible, the time frame when it attacks as opposed to when it doesn't. Like when you start piecing these stories together, you can really start getting a good makeup and a layout for the way these things are working. And I'm assuming it's the same way with the cryptid world, to where, you know, there's certain signs and certain things you can pick up on, and occasionally something floats past your head, and that's just the way it goes. But, you know, we're figuring it out as we go.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, well, you guys are doing great.
I have a question. So
All
what
right.
made you, so how did you guys meet, and what made you decide to start a podcast? What was it? What triggered it?
Mostly midlife crisis.
yeah.
And
I know that one. I know that one. 54, and I know what that's like.
Yeah.
yeah.
We hate our jobs.
No, so we go to church together, and we're talking about a lot of this stuff, and we have some other friends that are kind of in the cryptid space a little bit.
Yeah.
And so we had talked about working. They started doing their thing, and we had talked about it. And then finally one day we said, if we don't do it, we're never going to do it.
Yeah.
So we just took the dive and went full into it. So it is a crazy world, and there's so much more out there than we can even get our hands on. You know, we've had everything from UFOs and alien encounters, paranormal things, dogmen, Sasquatches,
Yeah.
like the amount of stuff that happens to people like on a daily basis
Yeah.
is
Right.
incredible. And the more of the stories we can piece together, like the more it's helping everyone to see the map for it all.
And it just, exactly, this is what me and Jim were just talking about on TikTok Live the other night. You find these patterns, and that just validates one another. And that's the beautiful part of it, is being able to do that. And that's what I like about it. It's my favorite part. But have you guys ever had any stories about like shadow people? Monster Mike is dying for me to show you Jonesy. So I'm going to show you Jonesy.
Oh, Jonesy. I can't stand Jonesy.
Stand him either.
So this is a daytime.
This is daytime.
You see his face
Uh-huh.
and the nose
Yeah.
and the eyes. Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
no.
No, thank you.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
I don't care for Jonesy. When Mike showed me this the first time, I was like, oh, heck no. Mm-mm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then everybody has seen this. Everybody knows about this.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not gonna keep that because it does. If I don't like talking about it in the LBL a lot, and I have to, like when people approach me or they know about it and they want to ask me questions, then I have to talk about it. But sometimes I feel like if I talk about it in there, it's gonna happen again, and I don't want it to happen again.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It's really crazy, all the things that are out there, and people don't believe it. And it's fine that they don't believe it. It's just don't call us crazy for seeing it, and just listen to us, because it's traumatic.
Yeah.
It is very traumatic.
Yeah, it really only takes one person telling the truth about these things for it just to blow this thing wide open. So we're of that mindset. Any stories that we get, anything that we have, we take it as pure fact.
Yeah.
Because who are we to judge? Who are we to tell them that you didn't really see this? It's your mind. It's whatever.
And it's been really interesting because we'll put something out, and the next thing you know, we get another message saying, I had this exact same thing happen to me. I had this happen. I was told I was crazy for years. And no, they're just not talking to the right people. And that's what we're doing.
Exactly.
And trying to put a little bit of humor in there too. Life's tough.
Yeah.
You know, life's tough. We like to laugh a little.
Tough.
Yeah. Got to make it funny. You don't always have to be so serious. Joke around,
Right.
let loose. And that's how I am, like investigating or meeting new people. I don't like to be serious. Like a lot of people watch our videos probably think, oh, well, she's just goofing off. I don't want to be serious all the time. I want to have fun with it. So, and I want to have fun with my group. Being uptight in these woods, that I don't think it's a good thing. I think that puts out like a negative energy. So I want to be loosened up and tell some jokes while we're observing. Just break the the attention. And I don't know. I don't like always being so serious.
Yeah.
So what got you guys into it?
When I come in, I guide groups. I take people out to do Bigfoot, and I call them the Watchers. And when I watch the Golden Girls, that's how I guess I love the Golden Girls. It's like,
doesn't?
You know,
See,
funny.
I was with you until I found out that they were like 41 in that show.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh no. I can't be older than Blanche. Like, what are we doing? Like,
That's
it
great.
hurt. It hurt my feelings. Like, it hurt indeed. Yeah.
Oh my goodness. That's funny.
I have my cousins that I take to the doctor. Go in. Golden Girls. So he Blanche.
Oh no.
Oh, that's great.
Hey, Cindy, you have a question from a lady named Beverly. She says, Cindy, can you tell if a person has something attached and can you remove it? Asking for a friend.
So yes, I can tell if someone does have an attachment. My fiance has an attachment. I've seen it. And as to removing it, I don't have the experience in removing it. There's things that you can do. I'm sure Donna can probably help out. I can look into, I've got some sister witches that can help me out, but I have not actually removed an attachment. I know it can be done. But yes, I can see attachments. Yes.
But it is very, to remove an attachment is very dangerous because you can attach and re yourself or else that's there that is weaker or some loose to
someone else.
I love you or something like that. So it's very touchy situation. So you want to be really careful.
Well, and to it, depending on the attachment and how, what kind of attachment it is. Sometimes if you try to remove an attachment and it's extremely, the D word, demonic, though, I mean, people have died when they've had things attached. So that, people pass. And that can be very dangerous as well. I would, if you want to have it removed, and depending on how severe the attachment is, I would highly recommend going to someone that really knows what they're doing.
Yeah, it's just that's ready. And it did have an attachment, and it spoke, and it was like I used that whole not good. It said I will die. And clearly it was keeping it eating. So that wasn't a good thing. That wasn't not things I good. I'm just going to leave it like
Wow.
Attachment. Her name is
Asking, we kind of got off topic a little bit, but it was nice that somebody reached out to Cindy and was asking for some help. That's what we do, guys.
Yeah.
Yes. So
Yeah.
if you guys want to, not to but real quick, if you guys want to reach out to me directly so we can continue with the podcast, you can reach me at covenofcuriosity.pod@gmail.com. You can reach me on there or on Instagram. You can message me and we'll get connected and we can talk that way. And we can figure out something.
You was asking how we got started. I got started with my dad. in August of last year. I took a photo of my first Sasquatch in May of 2021, was ridiculed by the BFRO, like it was bad, called crazy. I had a guy that reached out to me. He's currently an investigator in West Virginia, and talked to me about it. And I started believing more, started going out a little bit. Didn't know what I was doing at first. So, I didn't take it serious. I was just kind of going and just looking for prints and stuff. Anything that looked weird. So in August, no, it wasn't August. It was June of last year. We went to the West Virginia Bigfoot Festival and talked to so many people, and we were camping and everything. The next month, me and my dad got to talking. We've had all these experiences when we were children. We've always had these weird abilities. Why are we not using it? Why are we not going out here and just looking for ourselves, finding the truth for ourselves? So that's how Monsters Unleashed came about. And we've been working hard at it since August of 2025. And it has been a wild adventure. It's been a scary adventure. And the adrenaline from it, sometimes it can't be controlled. Especially when you have a Sasquatch that's like yelling at you and you finally get that one good vocal that you've been wanting for a while and you get it. I'm getting excited. Like, I'm like getting fidgety talking about it, because it just makes me like a kid at Chuck E. Cheese when you just get that one good piece of evidence that you hadn't gotten before. I'm out of the world.
Yeah, that's great.
Dogman's different story. Like, really, if I could pick and choose which cryptids I don't want to have an encounter with, that one would be one, and a rake would be another, and possibly a skinwalker. But we can't pick and choose. We don't know when encounters are going to happen. We can sense if there's something there. We can feel it being there. But we can't say, okay, today I'm going to have an encounter with this cryptid, and tomorrow I'm going to have an encounter with this cryptid. It doesn't work like that. And I believe a lot of people think that it does, and it doesn't. When you go out there, when you sign up to do a job like this, you're signing a suicide note, to be honest, because you don't know what's going to happen. Everything's unpredictable in these woods. And I'm not talking just in LBL. I'm talking about everywhere.
Sure.
It's unpredictable. And you just never know what's going to come your way, what's going to happen with it. And you just gotta pray. You got to pray for protection, protect yourself, and always treat the woods with respect. Go in with good intentions. If you respect it, it'll respect you back. That's how we got started.
No, that's great.
No, that's awesome. Yeah, no, the danger factor of it is something that I think is kind of gets a little overlooked sometimes, because there is a lot of stuff out there that we don't know enough about.
Right.
Brandon, you had a story, a Dogman story you were gonna tell.
Yeah. One thing I wanted to touch on, what we left off, we'd done like 2 of the variants. There's of the type 3 variants, there's one that is Sasquatch-like that has like a muzzle. I think there's 2 different attitudes in these variants. The type 3s are more the Sasquatches, which I could see not more docile maybe. But the canine variants are the ones where it seems like they're more the violent ones. So like variant 1 is like a large wolf standing on its hind legs, basically. Variant 2 on the canine type is a hyena type. It is the most terrifying one that I've seen. Like, as far as just pictures and everything, it's awful, scary. And then the other ones are, just to make it quick to get into this story, would be variant 3 of the canine is like a large wolf. It seems to me like what most people describe: large pointy ears, dog-ish face, big, muscly.
Don't feel yourself when you say muscly. Like, don't do that. Like, that's so weird.
Oh my!
Big, muscly.
Yeah. And see, and here comes the bullying portion of this. This is the biggest bully I've ever met. The other one has an extremely large head. That's all I'm going to say.
Okay, all right.
I'm done.
All right.
Such a jerk. This
Hi,
is what I
Tracy.
deal with every episode.
Yeah.
No, you know what? That draws people in. Having that humor that draws people in. So I love it. You guys are great. It's so
Ridiculous.
funny. Dude, he said he's like the big old muscle.
Yeah.
I was trying to think of like Brock Lesnar or Obafemi, you know, Bill.
I had to stop. He actually had some baby oil here. He's going to start lotioning it on for it. But, you know, I had to stop him with that.
No, I don't think Dogman is related to Diddy. So
yeah, there you go.
there's probably no baby oil involved.
Oh, the Diddy. He threw the Diddy in there. I like it.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So now we got some expert opinion to get from you guys.
Yeah.
Brandon, hit us with this story. Tell us what you got.
So on March 29th in Blanco, Oklahoma, there was this lady who was going to this house it's like almost like a de facto job interview. She was going to see if I don't know if it's like a house cleaning or something like this. And she was attacked. And it was like a very vicious, like she's in ICU. She's still fighting for her life. But the way they described it is dog-like, and it wasn't a dog. So I listened to the sheriff interview, the TV reports out there, and for a dog attack is what they called it initially. Well, the sheriff, and they were shutting it down there. Well, then the sheriff wanted to look more into it because it was such a violent attack that they confiscated her car as evidence. They are looking into there was witnesses, like a few that said that this thing was still there, and they kept describing it as dog-like. And so I've been bitten by a dog before, my little demon dog, and they haven't taken my car. You know,
So is
as
the
evidence.
one that was just recent attack?
Yeah. Okay. So
I just did an episode.
first off, before I go down this, I just want to, if the family ever watches this, I want to know that we have the most utmost
100.
respect for you, and we
Yeah,
are praying
100%.
for you. And I've donated to the GoFundMe for that. I have a buddy that has personally spoke with the husband. I have seen the messages. These messages are on a video on TikTok from the husband. Alicia she had some bites. She had a bite on her leg that's behind her knee, on her arm, and on her face. Okay. The vehicle did not get towed for DNA purposes.
Okay.
It was towed because it was on the guy's property. So they had to have it moved. The tow company saw a dog, German Shepherd dog, on scene when it arrived. This is coming from the husband. It's in the messages. So none of you guys in the comments can attack me. I'm just telling you. Actually, you know what? I'll do one better. I'll turn down my volume, and I'll kind of read some of these messages. Because this family is actually getting really. Oh, apparently my phone's going to sleep like a baby. This family's really getting upset and pissed off because a lot of podcasts go on here. Because there's a lot of people putting out AI videos and they're adding details to the story that not even a part of it.
Okay.
And it's I'm proud of the sister-in-law. She came out when she called in on somebody's podcast and was basically like, "Why are you guys doing this? Like, leave it alone. It's not a dog man." And I'm proud of her for doing that. But let me try to find these, because I want to read these to you about what the husband said as soon as I can find the page.
On your guys' leg, I just heard a noise over there.
That was my gigantic feet. Sorry.
Oh. I heard that and I'm like,
When you have a 16, you kick things all the time. Yeah.
No. we had a few things walking around us a little bit when we first were getting set up, and it was like, all right, here we go. That's good.
Yeah.
That's a good start to things.
Okay, well, not gonna let me pull it up. My phone is acting really weird, but I can pull them up and I can send them to you. But the husband did go in detail about her injuries. They are superficial injuries, and a lot of people's like, well, they said she was laying in a pile of blood. Guys, superficial injuries can still bleed a lot, especially if they're in high vascular areas. The face bleeds quick, very quick.
If pro wrestling has taught us nothing, its face bleed like crazy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You know? Yeah.
He also noted that, what was it about? The surgeries. I asked my buddy, I'm like, hey, can you ask him what type of surgeries she had? Because I'm seeing all of these thick bandages on her body in that photo. So I wanted to know what type of surgeries she had. And I was like, I bet you it's skin grafts. I've had skin grafts. My whole arm is nothing but a skin graft. And those to me look like they had taken skin from the upper part of her leg and put it on another area. So he asked, and it was skin grafts. She's had skin grafts.
Yeah.
Okay.
Those are surgeries. Why it looked like she was on a vent, I don't have answers for that. And you don't want to go into too detail asking the husband questions. His wife was just
not at all.
Sure.
But she did tell him that it was her exact words was, it was a dog or a coyote. So I think the reasoning why she said dog-like is because it had just happened. All that traumatic experience is going through her head. She's not right in the head at this time because she's scared. She's freaking out. She's in pain. At first, I'm not gonna lie, I did think it was a dog man. I commented on
Or a
someone's
bear,
YouTube.
maybe. Yeah.
Or a
like a
bear.
black bear or something. Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
And I got to thinking, these dogmen are so huge. They're so big. They're going to go for the jugular. They're going to go for the upper chest cavity, a larger area. And they're not going to pounce on you, get back off. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, they're not. Now, dogs, they're, depending on the dog, and I've got a German Shepherd that did this. My German Shepherd bit somebody. It would bite, back away. Bite again, different area, back away. And then bite again. So I kind of like it could possibly be a dog. I'm not going to say it wasn't a dog, but I'm clinging to, from what the husband said, straight to the source, it kind of sounds like it could have been the owner of the house saw the dog. They said they saw a German Shepherd and that there was yelling and there was a pew-pew that was fired. I don't know if YouTube lets me say the other name, so I'm going to stick with TikTok rules. But, you know, that's what the husband said. I'm going to believe the husband over anybody. He's with his wife every day, sitting beside her, and she's telling him things. I'm going to believe him.
Yeah. Maybe they were just putting the news out there just for clicks, for watches, for views. You know, that's probably what it wound up being. And this poor lady going through it.
So when I did my episode for her, I didn't do it to get the views. I wanted to do it to get the word out so that people can help do the GoFundMe. I felt so horrible for her and for her family. Her poor husband's going through, what was it, for his liver or kidney analysis? Dialysis. And then she's the only one that can work. And I thought, oh my God, I want to do an episode to get the word out, like how important that is. Yes, at that time, it just literally happened to, a couple of days before I did my episode or after I did my episode. But I mean, it happened and then I did it. But I just it was important for me, I felt, to get the word out to say, hey, people, let's help this family out and this poor woman who is going through so much as it is already, and then to be attacked, by dogs, whatever it was, it's horrific what she's going through and her whole family's going through.
And good
Yeah.
on
So
you
that
for
was
doing
my
that. I applaud that.
Yeah, there was some miscommunication because I had said something. I was talking about all the other TikToks I was seeing. People making AI and adding details to the story that
no.
things weren't even true. So me and
Yeah.
my buddy, he just got tired of it and he went straight to the source. Actually, he commented on one of the AI videos saying like this shit needs to stop and it needs to stop now. And the husband commented on him. So he went through it and verified it was the husband.
Okay.
And then the sister commented, or the husband's sister commented. So that's how he got in contact with the husband. And I mean, I believe somebody that's sitting right next to this woman every day, they're supporting her.
Yeah.
That's what he said. I will send you. My phone's not wanting to load it. My phone's been acting weird all day. I think it's because of storms. But I will get them and I will send them. If not, I will have my buddy send you guys a message and he can send them to you off of his phone.
Yeah. Oh, good.
But
Yeah, that's all good.
it's interesting.
Yeah, that is.
It is interesting because it's so easy for the facts to get lost in this delusion. Like stuff like the car getting towed off. I mean, there's a car in my neighborhood right now that's been parked on the side of the road for 2 weeks and it hasn't been towed yet, So it's one of those things where I can see where people draw these weird conclusions.
Yeah.
But having it straight from the source to clarify, I mean, that's awesome. That's the best way to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. The only thing I question is why hasn't the owner of the house kind of came out and talked about what he saw? Or, I mean, he may have already did it, but I've not seen anything. I kind of quit looking into it and I, didn't really want to discuss it on a podcast just because I heard the sister-in-law talk about how frustrated that the whole family was getting with it. And it bothered me.
Yeah.
But I don't mind talking about it like right now because I'm on their side. Like people need to leave it alone. Leave it alone.
Sure.
Yeah.
And having the ability to like have that GoFundMe, to have that information out there. I mean, if you're going to talk about it, the best way to do it is in a way it's going to be positive and it's going to be helpful at the very least.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Need help.
Yeah.
They do.
They all,
Yeah.
I don't care what.
Yeah.
My main thing, and my main concern is,
Yeah.
and what happened, all just for the humanity and to be, kind of person that you did it to them and probably.
Yeah.
Good kind of help. That's what I.
Absolutely.
Hey, we had a really interesting comment here, and then I'll touch back on this. So Monster Mike said, and this has been on there for a couple minutes, but I forgot, to keep this conversation, so I apologize.
What are we doing? What are we doing here?
Just saw something move to their lower left, right as he took a drink.
I don't need this. I don't need this right now.
You know what it'll be?
Oh man.
Listen,
This is great.
yeah, this has been a good ride. This is our last
This is
episode.
our last
We're
one.
so
Yeah,
happy
we're
that
Wow.
no, it's like so that's great. We got that going for us. We might have a real life attack. You guys can clarify the story for us on this right now. When this thing comes and gets me, you're going to be able to go ahead and just put it out there.
Yeah. You know what's sad? People still won't believe us.
Yeah. That's terrible.
You're like, we have a video of him being attacked right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly. It doesn't matter if you got photographic proof of it or not. They still don't believe you. They still
That's
won't.
awesome.
It's over. It's like it is like peeping up over his shoulder.
Yeah, I've been watching it for a
Is
solid
it
5 minutes, just moving.
is it just a dark shadow? Is it big? Is it small? What is it? Can you tell?
Yeah,
I
it's just keeping in. I'm just gonna sit here and just let you guys talk, and I'm just gonna watch it. It's kind of
Listen, this
just
is
popping out.
fantastic.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, here's the thing. If we ever run out of stories, we got one that's brewing right behind us. And so that's what we got going for us right now.
Yeah.
Have you guys ever had, so like going back to the situation, have you guys ever had seen something and gotten some clarification from somebody else? Like, how do you guys handle that?
I do run a lot of things that I find through several people. I'll ask like other friends in the cryptid world, especially Donna. I send Donna a lot, and I'm like, Donna, like I saw this, but I'm not 100% on what it is. So I send it to her. She gives me her thoughts. I ask other people about it. Most important thing I do is if I take a photo that it looks like there's something standing there, I always go back in and line up that photo as best as I can get it lined up and retake it and see if it's still there or if it's not there. If it's not there, then we got something. More than likely. If it's still there, then okay, let me walk in there and see what's making this shadow. Whether it be a tree, I just watched it move towards you again. Whether it be a tree or whatever it is. So I always double check myself. I don't ever put out anything that people can be like, oh, well, that's a tree, or oh, that's fake. I always go back in and double check myself. And there we have a photo of one that we went back in 4 times to just make sure we were seeing what we were seeing. And I'm telling you what, our photographer that did that, she was tired of going back. She was tired of lining that up. And that's it. I mean, we went in 4 times just to make sure we were seeing what we were seeing. We had my husband stand up behind that same barrel and stretch his arm way up, measured him from the tip of his finger to his heel. He is 7'4" with his arm straight up. And this thing was taller than him.
Oh, wow.
So that's what we do. I always seek out, if I need advice on something I saw or something that I've experienced. And people here lately have been reaching out to me. Like there's a guy that he's investigating somebody's property with rakes on it. And he knows that I had saw a couple rakes in the LBL. And I've seen 4 in there. And
You've seen 4 in there?
I've seen 4 in there. 2 were together in a field. Donna was there that night, but I don't think she was actually with us because I think she was watching. You were watching the back ridge up by the cemetery, but Jennifer,
like we're there because they're coming off the everybody else with him. We're coming down. We seen it move from. We had me, Rick, and down the fire, and then. Behind us because you actually said like shut up everybody
see,
I'm
what
making
noise?
And you're like, of course, that's what she remembers,
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I wasn't nice about it at all. I mean, I take my work very serious when I'm in there. You have to. You have to be serious with your work. It's okay if you're sitting down around the fire and you're, talking, joking, and laughing a little bit. But these things can go south really quick, and it can get very dangerous really quick. And I just go in quiet. I don't even make hollering sounds at them. All I do is like a dog. And I've gotten responses from that. But yeah, I was mad. People were talking, and me and Donna was eyeing something, and we couldn't hear it, and we thought we lost it, and I got pissed. I was so pissed. Oh man!
Yeah. You didn't know what it was for sure. I mean, you're right.
No.
you know,
Anything, yeah. But
so I took a group out
Jenna,
and I told them when we got there, we were like, and they said, what? And they and it's what where? Yeah, it was a bear.
but yeah, that night, the night we were talking about when I yelled, Jennifer Hicks from Creepy Culture, she had her night vision goggles, and her son were looking through them in this field, and her son saw something, and Jen come running to me. She's like, "Wait, it looks like we have a Sasquatch on the night vision." So I'm like, "What?" And because I'm running around trying to make sure everybody's got what they need, everybody's okay. Because I was uptight about being back in the woods at night because it was just a couple weeks after my encounter. And I run over and look at it, and I'm like, that's not Sasquatch. I said, the thing's got really pointy ears and some muscle mass to it. And I'm not saying Sasquatch don't have muscle mass, but the pointy ears and snout like, okay, which goes into one of those types you were talking about.
Yeah.
And then I walk away and they're looking, and she yells for me to come back. And in this field, she's got two of them just moving in a weird way. And they appeared through the night vision to be a dark color, and they were very low to the ground. Well, Rick, who is Southern Ohio Bigfoot, he went up onto a ridge by himself. And when I'm looking at these, I'm like, this guy's by himself. I need to go find him. I don't know what this is, but I need to go find him. So I went to go look for him, and he ended up meeting us at the end of the road. He walked back, and I told my husband, I said, drive on up. I said, let's angle the Jeep in the middle of the road. I want to get a good look on these things in the field. So we did, and I flipped my light bar on, and it lit them up perfectly. And I didn't even think, it just lit them up perfectly. So I called Jen. I have her on speakerphone. I'm like, Jen, there's two of them. I'm seeing two sets of eye shine, greenish eye shine, and they're using their elbows to crawl, and their legs are bent like spiders or grasshoppers.
That's weird.
That was the first time that we saw them. Well, March 6th, I was back in the LBO for my anniversary, and we had just started a fire. No, when we first got there, there was 3 black cats on the right of our cabin. That should have been a red flag for me immediately. And hey, we got Monster Mike coming here.
Hey, look, I couldn't help myself. I'm not supposed to be here. I'm on vacation. But I want to address the elephant in the room. Is anybody else not seeing
The white
thing?
Yeah,
thing
we've
over
been
his
seeing it all
shoulder?
night.
Yeah,
Yep,
I've been
we've been seeing it all night.
Right over his shoulder. The fella in the white shirt. I don't know your name. I'm sorry.
Oh, you're good.
But
It's like
right
I
over
see.
your right shoulder, dude.
It's fantastic. You know,
Yeah,
I've been sitting up there watching it like on the edge of my chair, just waiting for this thing to grab you and drag you back towards those green lights.
listen, that is what I'm waiting for too. At this point, you know, it's
Mike,
coming.
are you seeing a shadow figure?
No, there's a white
Yeah,
aura
white.
back there.
Yeah, that's what I see. I was
That's what I'm
dark.
seeing.
I'm seeing
And like when you went to take a drink of your drink, whatever you've got there to your right,
Yeah.
you lifted your arm, it shot from behind you to the left. Well, it would be to your right.
Pick up your drink and try to do a test.
Nope.
Okay, that's
No.
just lighting.
Yeah,
That's a
it
light.
wasn't there that
That's a
time.
light from his can.
No,
So earlier, I saw it move.
Oh,
I saw it move from his right shoulder, going to his left. That's when I saw it earlier move.
it's I've
And
seen
that wasn't when he was taking a drink.
I couldn't help myself. I told my wife, I said, I gotta go down there and say something, because it's gonna get you.
Well, listen, earlier today, I was here getting everything set up before everyone got here, right? And so moving everything around and getting everything plugged in, and I'm hearing some steps go around, and I'm hearing some little voices, and I'm like, that's awesome. I love that, and so my phone started playing by itself. I was like, fantastic, so I text, I'm like, Brandon,
Get here now.
yeah, you want to hurry up a little bit? And so it's already been a little interesting here. We've seen some stuff. Obviously, we're in a building. We can't use it during the day a lot of times. So we are often recording about like 1, 2 o'clock in the morning. And so there's some stuff that we'll see kind of moving around, and it's fantastic. It always adds nice little ambiance to what we're doing.
Yeah. Yes. If you ever see us looking around or looking up, it's because we're hearing our friend or whatever it is.
Yeah. We call him Jimmy. Jimmy's rolling around.
Yeah.
Well, Trisha, you should invite these guys down and take them to the Downs 2 Cemetery.
That's what I was going to get to towards when we got to the end of the show. Oh, thank you. See you guys. My best friend is so nice. She brought me
Oh, look at that.
And she
Look
was
at
in
that.
the comments. She's supporting me. But what I was saying about the rake is, so the second time I saw it, we were camping. Yeah, that's my dad. We have a live audience here right now. I saw it while I was camping. We heard a loud. We saw 3 black cats. They should have been my red flag to leave, but it was my anniversary, and I just needed some time with my husband without kids. Well, and kids ended up coming anyways. Loud crash in the woods. About 30 minutes later, I see an eye shine, just one eye, and I'm like, "Come on! I don't want any of this cryptid stuff this weekend. I just want to relax with my husband."
Yeah.
So went back to the fire. We had just started the fire to get ready to cook hot dogs. Something tells me to go look again. So I grab my flashlight, I go over and I shine it in that wooded area. And very quickly is this huge creature, very low to the ground, crawling with the elbows. But this time, it was slithering like a snake.
Wow.
Snakes aren't that big. This thing was bigger than a panther. Snakes aren't that big. Snakes don't crawl with elbows. And it was really quick. I mean, it was really quick. So the next morning, I go down to the little check-in area, and I asked the lady, I'm like, "What type of wildlife do you guys get in this campground?" She's like, "Oh, we get the occasional bear, some coyotes, a few other things." And I'm like, "Okay." And I'm like, "Well, because I saw this." And she goes, "Well, it could have been a hog." I'm like, "No, this was bigger than a hog." And it was slithering like a snake. And she just goes, "Huh." She's like, "I could have somebody come up there and check it out for you." And I'm like, "No, I'm good." But it was big. It was really big. And then Saturday, the one I saw, which I had already told you guys, like, what it looked like.
Yeah.
But it was slithering like a snake, too, but it was a different color. It was palish gray. This one was bigger. It was way bigger. And I'm going to stick him out of a tree.
Now we're packing themes again. Okay. So like maybe next anniversary trip, like we cook some burgers and we get away from the hot dogs. It seems like you got bad luck when the hot dogs come out up there.
Yeah. So Martin Groves told me one time, he said, if you wanna see one, he's like, start you a fire and cook you some bacon. Your lantern. Just a lantern, no equipment, no cell phone, no nothing. Just get your lantern, start your fire, and cook you some bacon.
I mean, you could get Brandon.
I mean, I can switch to bacon, but
Yeah.
if hot dogs work good, like I'm kind of worried about the bacon.
Yeah.
I don't think this isn't an either or. I think this is an and situation. I think you need to put the two together. And at the very least, you got a bacon hot dog. Like, if you don't see anything, you at least got a good meal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like it.
Martin's gave me a lot of good advice about researching in there and a lot of things to stay away from and protection and all that. And I really appreciate it. If you guys ever get a chance to meet him, go and meet him.
Yeah.
He is amazing. You will fall in love with him. He's awesome. But that place is crazy. And you guys should definitely go out there sometime.
Yeah, I think we definitely have some plans. We have one place that's fairly local that it's described as the only foggy house on this road year round.
Yeah.
Wow.
And one of our friends has seen a Sasquatch like creature there. They've had different encounters with different entities there. And so she's trying to get us to head out there. And so we told her once it got a little bit warmer and we could feel like we can maybe run if we needed to, we would be willing to head out there. So I think we're definitely going to hit up that. We're going to, and then possibly head up to the LBL at some point.
Oh yeah, I'm ready for that one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, if
Are
guys
you
ever-
really ready for that one?
See,
Well, in this moment, yeah, where I'm sitting, yeah, but it's
Like there's a video on our YouTube. It's a short video. It's like our thing in the cemetery we did when we did our paranormal investigation in the cemetery. I urge you to watch that
okay.
because you're into the paranormal, so you know what everything does. We had an ovulus, we had a K2 meter, and we had a what was it? EVP,
EMF.
EMF meter. Yeah. We had those sitting down on this headstone, and these things are going off simultaneously. We're getting huge spikes. Like the K2 meter would start going off, turning red, beeping the whole time. As soon as it would do that, then the ovulus would start talking to us.
Yeah.
And it was telling us, it was dictating us about things that were getting ready to happen. First thing it gave us was the name Ed. And we're like, was there an Ed buried here? Or, stuff. So we get out the book and they flip through, and the name of the damn cemetery is Edward Downs Cemetery.
Oh, wow.
We didn't even know that. We knew it was Downs 2 Cemetery. It's what's on the sign.
Wow.
And so they found his grave and paid tribute there to his grave and stuff like that. And then, the first thing that it said to us was casket. The box, the obvious, was sitting on top of a headstone. But it told us we were about to be raided. And then it said beckon, and I let off a big howl. And then, we're not sure. It was some coyotes, but we're not sure because there was a couple of howls in there that just were really abnormal.
Yeah.
And they were just right over the hill from us, and it told us right before that it said raid, and it said mad group. So yeah, watch the video, you'll like it
for sure. Yeah,
I don't think I would have made it to the word group. I think I would have been gone before that even hit. We would have been,
a lot of activity there. I've had a lot of other people that are into the paranormal and say stuff that even the group that was there with us, Night Vision Paranormal, the ovulus belonged to them, and they said they'd never had that kind of activity out of it before. It was consistent. All three of those things went off together. Wasn't just one going off, it was all three.
Yeah.
And it was crazy.
And that's the part of it that I think is so interesting, is the cryptid thing makes sense, right? At the very least, you could say this is a big, strange animal, something that's hiding in the woods. But when you get into that paranormal world, there's so many different things it could be, and so many different explanations for it that different people have, whether it be a religious background or something different. It's just so interesting. Where do you guys sit on that? What do you think?
To be honest, I'm still feeling it out, man. The paranormal thing is kind of not my strongest thing. I see shit, okay? I see stuff at my home out of my peripheral vision.
Yeah.
It's I'm like that little boy in that movie. I see dead people. And my oldest son, he sees it too. And I'm laying in bed one night, me and my dog raises up and looks. This is about 2 a.m. I'm watching TV. she raises up and looks. So that gets my attention. And so I look and I have these curtains that separate my bedroom and my stove room. And like the curtains just open up and then they close. And my dog comes and crawls up next to me and cuddles up to me. And she never does that. But she didn't bark, she didn't growl. She just immediately turned and slid right up in beside of me. And she's a 90-pound pit bull.
No.
So, yeah, I mean, so I don't know. I mean, I know spirits exist. I seen something behind you a while ago. So,
listen.
Yeah, I mean, there's people in the comments that was watching it. I've been watching it all night, and finally I was like, okay, I've got to ask Cindy if she's seeing this too.
I see a shadow figure in the back there.
Listen, I'm glad I put on deodorant today, because with the way you guys are staring in that area, like I need to make sure that I'm fresh. So I appreciate that, you know.
yeah.
I think part of the problem is you've got a good dog. I've got this terrible corgi. I put out that video today. He's not moving for any spirit. Like he's not looking for it. So we like, you got a good dog. That's the problem. Mine is just like, that's your problem. You need to go ahead and handle whatever that is out there.
Yeah.
Well, I keep those curtains closed because I can't lay there in my bed if I have the curtains open. I cannot lay there in my bed and watch TV because I can see this thing out of my peripheral vision as I'm laying there watching TV, and I'll look, and when I turn my head and look, I don't see it, and then I'll catch movement out of my peripheral vision again. And that's how I spotted my first Sasquatch. I'm standing there talking to this guy, and like I seen something move in my peripheral vision. I turned my head and looked, and seen this thing walking through the woods. So, I mean, you know, that's just kind of my thing. I guess if there's something in front of me, if I walk into a room, I'm just going to turn my head and look at my peripheral vision.
Just scope everything out from the side,
from the
you know?
side, yeah.
Yeah, Trisha showed you that one photo of that dog man, but this is the first one that we got. And this one was taken, this photo, the reason it's so blurry because we had to zoom in so far, it was taken at about 160 yards.
Yeah, no, you could see.
Yeah.
It was taken with an iPhone 7 camera, so that's why it's not that best of quality. And we had to zoom in. But yeah, you can see all of its features.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Yeah. Insane.
See,
That's nuts.
now up until recently, he was an Android guy, so he's not aware of the quality of that. Like, that's a solid picture for an iPhone 7. That's doing good things.
Well, that was like we have the original photo too, and if you bring it up on your computer, you can zoom into that. You know, you'll get about the same picture, but you can take the original photo and you can zoom straight into it. And like I said, it was about 160 yards back in there. We just happened to be looking at the picture and we're like, "What's that?" And started zooming into it, and that's how we got it.
No.
I want to point this out, and this ain't my show tonight; it's Trisha's. But she showed you Jonesy, okay?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, what she didn't show you tell you is that there was a dog man in the tree right beside of Jonesy.
I couldn't find that photo on there. Tell me the folder it was at.
It's in the Monsters Unleashed folder. But so, yeah, I mean, and then she was showing you that picture there.
Yeah.
And then here's the picture that she took where it wasn't there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Man.
See, she tried to line up the shots.
Yeah.
I didn't. Crystal did. Crystal did.
Yeah,
that.
Crystal.
Wow.
Yeah, she did that. But
No, I like you guys. I like the photo checking. I think that's a cool. It's something that I would not have thought of. I mean, right there.
Yeah. Well, this one has not been photo checked, not yet. So it's just something that stood out to me, and I got to go back in and line this photo up and retake another photo. It's gonna be a little. I can't do it until that time of year again, and that was December-ish. Yeah, December. So in December, I'll go back and do it again, because if I go in there now, there's no point. It's all green, and the trees have grown up the leaves. So I had to wait to December to do that.
And then there's Bones.
That's so awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys definitely go down there and check it out, though. It's a beautiful park. I don't know if you guys have ever been. It's a beautiful park, and there's so much more to it. Just be careful. Be careful on that.
Yeah. Head on a swivel. You know.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, I know I could take the family because I can outrun the 3-year-old. You know, like I got her if stuff goes sideways. You know, the 11-year-old, she's got a little bit of speed on her. I might not be able to take her, but I mean, at least I know I got a little something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This guy.
You know what's wrong with that theory? They say whoever that last in a gun, he can.
That's true.
And his 3-year-old might be carrying.
She might be. You know, if we're being honest, like
she's the most gangster one of them all.
Yeah. No, they're.
Yeah.
Like she's either gonna run the world or run the prison. One of the two. We're pushing for one. But, you know.
I need a minute. I'll be back.
No, that is a place that we do want to go to. I mean, we've heard so many things about it. Like I say, we have some other friends that are kind of in a similar space, and we've heard them talk about it. I don't know if they've ever taken a trip out there though. That'd be worthwhile.
Yeah.
But yeah, it'd be interesting to see what we can see out there.
Well, you know, Trisha, that's the reason she always takes her husband with her, so she can trip him when she's got to run.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know. So
yeah.
Yeah, I got my reason behind that. But
Yeah.
there's the one.
Well, I had two older brothers, so I had to read the book because I had two older brothers. You know.
Yeah.
We keep getting a request in the chat to show this photo here. This is the original photo that Trisha took in West Virginia.
yeah, I just try not to show some of I try not to flaunt stuff that I find out there. I like to let the guests just take control and talk about their stuff.
You know
instead
the
of
old
show.
saying, flaunt it if you got it, right?
That's right. Listen.
Yeah, I get that, but I'm just not that way, guys.
I mean, I'll just throw that out there.
I mean, hey,
go.
here's the deal.
There you go.
You don't catch a fish without baiting the hook. You know, you got to put something out there.
Yeah.
Now, where at in West Virginia was that? Because one of the guys that helps us with our video and stuff like that, he's from West Virginia.
That was Grandview, West Virginia. It's located in Raleigh County, southern West Virginia. Not far from Beaver, West Virginia. So,
Okay.
But that was looking over the overlook
Yeah.
down towards Hinton by the railroad tracks.
Okay. So I
It
went.
was on the Hinton side of the river.
We went down there for a funeral in Yeager, West Virginia, and it would not. There is zero shock that there is something out there because you are in the middle of nothing.
yep.
And if you talk to the locals, everybody knows.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, everybody knows. We're from West Virginia.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Born and raised.
Yeah. So do you know Yeager?
Yes, I do.
Oh, there you go.
It's beautiful country though. So pretty.
Oh, it's all beautiful through there and stuff. And I mean, you know, like, and if you're there and you're lonely and you need to find you a woman, all you got to do is take one of these and go.
What's it? You guys
I'm
ever
flying.
watch that? It's called, I think it was MTV that picked up the documentary, but it's called The Wonderful Whites of West Virginia. It's about Jessica White.
Yeah.
That's
That's
it.
the West Virginia mating call.
She goes,
Yeah.
it's Home County mating call. That's what she says. And I'm like, Lordy day. No, this is an embarrassment to me.
And by the way, people, that wasn't narcotics. That was my antibiotics. So
Yeah.
Yeah. Listen,
it's crazy.
No, it is beautiful once you get down there and you start seeing all of it. Now, I will say that when we were going up and down those hills and those switchbacks, we made it all to about 10 minutes outside of our destination, and every one of my kids got car sick at the same time. And I was like, we were so close. We almost made it, and they were just like, nope, this is it. We can't take any more of this.
Well, I've got some books. I'm an author also. I got some books on Amazon. Echoes in the Hollows and In the Shadows of These Mountains. And I talk about some of the stuff from West Virginia. I talk about my story and stuff like that.
That's awesome.
I'll have to check those out.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
the
check
kids'
them out.
books.
My copy.
The sneaky little Sasquatch books are my favorite. They really are.
Oh, yeah. Sneaky little Sasquatch.
They really are. Like, I didn't even read them to my kids. I read them to myself. They were really good.
That's awesome.
Great.
No, it is super cool. And like I say, when I went out there is when I was like, oh no, there's for sure something out here. Like there has to be.
Yeah.
Well,
So
do you make it to West Virginia often?
Not if I have any say in it, you know.
I mean, we're going to be there at the West Virginia Bigfoot Festival in October.
Oh, okay.
So October the 9th through the 12th.
Okay.
Yeah, we may have to trek down.
We may have to. He still got his house out there, so we may have to take a trip down there. I know he was talking about wanting to take us to the Mothman Festival.
Oh yeah, yeah.
You know, just for a good time. So we'll see. We might do that.
Stop off at Hillbilly Hot Dog.
You know,
Yeah.
You ever been?
It's over by Huntington.
Have you been there?
I have not.
Don't knock it, dude. It's fantastic.
Oh, it's
They're
great.
awesome.
Yeah,
They're awesome.
it is.
They even got a hot dog eating challenge. It's this huge hot dog, and it's got all kinds of stuff on it. All kinds of stuff. I think it's like a 3-pound hot dog, something like that.
Something like that. It's topped with everything. Everything.
Including
Have you not
ghost
done the
peppers.
challenge?
No, my brother went to med school down in I think it's Lewisburg.
Mm-hmm.
And so we used to go down there and visit him, and he would always take us. I know is there multiple Hillbilly Hot Dogs, or is it just the one with the
Just
bus?
that one.
There's
Just
just
that
the one
one?
that I know
Okay.
of. Unless
Yeah.
they've branched out, but it would take them a while to branch out because it's like you're eating in a junkyard.
Yeah, it
That's what
is.
looks like. But it's cool.
Yeah,
My
it's a
name
cool
is
experience.
Sarah.
Yeah,
Well,
My name
hell,
is
from the
Sarah
part of West
Jones.
Virginia I'm from, but anybody could sell hot dogs at their house then. So, I mean, I grew up in the mountains there. I grew up in a town called Thurman, West Virginia.
Okay.
Like I lived on this dirt road and there wasn't no neighbors for miles both ways. Miles.
Yeah.
So we just lived in this old coal company house on the side of the railroad tracks.
Yeah. Well, when we pulled up into town and the police station and the courthouse was a double wide split, I was like, "We are in a different part of the country, guys. Like, this is a different world." Okay, I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah. My brother, we went down there to move him, and we went to some bar. I don't know what it was, and they were just telling us about the hill people. Is this a thing there, or is this just urban legend? Or
Well, I don't want to say it's urban legend because, like, I had my first encounter when I was like 11 years old with in the well, not really. It wasn't a physical encounter where I seen them. It was something that happened from under our house, and it's in my book. But it knocks the coal stove up off the floor about 6 inches. And this coal stove probably weighed a good 400 pounds full of coal and stuff, and split the floorboard of the house.
holy crap!
But my stepfather. Now, if you'd asked me if I'd have known anything about Bigfoot, and I would have told you it was, I seen the monster truck, on TV and stuff.
Yeah.
That's all I knew about Bigfoot.
Yeah,
But my stepfather, they talked about hermits living in the mountains. Hairy humans is what they said.
okay.
And I believe they were talking about Sasquatch. So I mean, but then people talk about feral humans, you know what I mean? And stuff like that. But there still is hill people in West Virginia.
Okay.
There's
You
still
gotta watch
people
out for them.
flipping those mountains off the grid.
Especially
And they
the
don't
ones.
come down.
You gotta watch out for the ones that look like this.
Yeah.
Your cousin is going to get mad at you if you keep throwing her damn picture.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that's my sister.
Oh, you're an ass. You're an ass.
That's great.
But yeah, I mean, you have some inbred people up there and stuff, and I'm sure you've heard of the Whitaker family.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
They're the internet rave, and I know that all of the Whitakers personally know them. They're great people. They really are. Even Betty and her drug problems. Still, Betty's a good, she's a good person. I like her. But I've known them before anybody on the internet ever knew anything about them, because everybody that lives in that area, they all know them. But
Hey,
they
we
all
have a question in here. It says, how long have y'all been investigating?
when you say y'all, who does that mean? Us?
Probably
Dana Lynn?
So we don't do a ton of investigating. We do just sharing and connecting. I did some investigating when I was, I don't know, 16 to 22 ish. And that was just because I lived in a bored part of Indiana and there was nothing better to do. So that's what we did. And, but how long have you been doing? You've been doing a little bit of stuff here and there.
Here and there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nothing like you guys. Out in the field.
Yeah.
Constantly. But yeah, we've done some.
I'm not fighting a dog, man, like you
Yeah.
guys. Like you guys take the cake on that for sure.
All you need is one of these right here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ink pen. It's an ink pen. But I
And
mean,
then
the pen is mightier than the sword.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Cindy,
But how
somebody
long?
was-
Yeah, I'll say, how long have you guys been going?
Well,
since August, really.
yeah, I mean, we've been boots on the ground in the field as a team since August.
Yeah.
But like, I've been like, I'm not going to say investigating, but I've been spectating all my life.
Mm-hmm.
So Donna's been at it since she was 6 years old.
Yep.
Just living it.
She lives with him every day. But
Investigator. I talk to investigators who gives me a whole lot of good insight. Knows the don't, and you put it on, you'll get a logical reasoning.
That's right. That's what it's all about.
But, we wouldn't be where we are without our friends.
no, absolutely. I agree.
These group of people that we've met and, we've fellowshipped with and stuff like that. And it's just been an awesome experience for us. If we was to quit tomorrow, I would still feel accomplished, because like we've gained so many friends and learned so much from everyone else also. That's why we started the show. I mean, you don't have to have a show to investigate.
Yeah.
But we started the show to fellowship with each other. And our whole goal with Monsters Unleashed is to have a group that works with other investigators
That's awesome.
and share our resources. Now, you don't get a lot of resources shared in this game.
Yeah.
You really don't. This is the most cutthroat business you've ever seen in your life. They will shake your hand and have a knife behind their back ready to stab you when you turn around.
Yeah.
Is that what's behind me right now?
It could be. Yeah.
Okay.
All right, but okay, we got way off topic. So we're approaching the end of the show. Is there any other things you guys, want to share with us? Any more stories?
I do
Anything?
appreciate the clarification on that other story. Thank you, because I've been hearing different things on that. So I really appreciate that.
I will definitely send you either that guy's information. He's a very friendly guy. He's got a lot of knowledge on dogmen. I will send you his videos. They will not pull up on my phone for some reason, But I'll get those to you, and then I'll send you his profile, and you can add him on TikTok and just watch him
That's
because
awesome.
he's been following up with the family, with the husband and stuff. And
Yeah.
I'm glad you guys. I didn't want to talk about it. I was nervous about talking about it because I don't want that family to feel uncomfortable and be mad, but these people should be ashamed of themselves making these AI videos about
Yeah.
that woman's story and adding details that aren't even true.
Yeah.
And I don't know, right? The media, we all know how the media is. So I don't know. I just feel bad for this lady, and we're all praying. Everybody is praying for this
Absolutely.
woman.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Hopefully they get some answers. I haven't heard anything about the DNA tests. So I'll have my buddy to look into that more or maybe see if I can get in contact with the husband myself and just talk directly so that I'm not having to go through somebody else. But he always sends me the screenshots of what the husband says.
Yeah.
And that's such a sad story.
It is.
Yeah, it really is.
And, I was talking to him about it, and I thought about if I could get enough people together to do it. Putting together like a care package for these kids, because I know what these kids are going through, and it's only because I've seen my kids go through it when I caught on fire and I was in the hospital, and I've seen the after effects. It's not gonna be, oh, mom comes home and we're automatically going to be okay. These children, they are going to be traumatized by this for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
A long time.
Absolutely. Yeah.
And so I wanted to maybe do something, put together something to just kind of bring a smile to these babies' face because they need it. They need it right now. So I've been working on it. Don't have all the details yet. I also am the type of person I would like to ask permission to make sure it's okay, because not everybody likes getting, gifts or help, and I don't want that to offend them with it.
Yeah.
So as soon as I get permission, I want to see if a few groups would want to come together and put together a couple care packages to send to the family for the kids.
Yeah, absolutely. Let us know too if you can send us the information. We'd love to help.
Yeah, because I just, when I hear their story, I see my kids' face when they saw me the way that I was, and I'll never forget, like, the Thanksgiving. I'm not asking for pity. This is not a pity conversation. This is just how I know what these kids are going to go through. I remember Thanksgiving, I couldn't walk. I was in a wheelchair. I was galls all over me. I couldn't open my mouth to eat. I was in pain. And I was screaming, and my kids saw me that way because it was Thanksgiving and they wanted to be with their mom. And now my kids are still suffering from that. They're in therapy because of that. It's traumatizing. So these kids they're not gonna be okay for a while. I just want to put a smile on their face, make them feel good, and let them know it's all gonna be okay.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Well, Trisha, how do you think your cousin feels?
I hope a dog man pokes your back.
Well, I have an update on the pyramids and the LBL. I know that.
God, can we not do this? We're past that. And we're better than that.
I know Swamp Dog has been talking about it in the chat. So, Swamp, I actually went out and got a picture of them. And there's the pyramid back there.
Yeah.
There's the pyramid. I'll probably use the same AI photo to make that Dog Man and Sasquatch that they used to make the pyramid. So
That's buddy of ours. We got a lot. Our live audience is enjoying the hell out of this. She's laughed so much.
That the 3-year-old can either run the prison or run the world.
Yeah, the funniest part she thought was about the 3-year-old was either going to run the prison or run the world. Oh man, but guys, it has been so nice having you guys on here. Come back anytime. 'Cause you
Yeah,
guys
thank you guys
awesome.
so much.
Thank you
We
so
greatly
much for having
appreciate it.
us.
Yes.
I thank everybody in our chat. Appreciated you guys being on. Lots of laughs, lots of good stories, lots of information, patterns being established with the hot dogs and stuff.
Yeah.
So that being said, guys, tell our audience where they can find you and how they can get a hold of you if they have a story they'd like to share.
Well, you can hit us up on any of the social medias, whether that's YouTube, TikTok, Instagram. You could email us at paranormalpayphone@gmail.com, or you can call us at 615-431-9003 and just share your story the good old voicemail way. We take it all. We make it in, and we can make you as anonymous or anonymous as you would like to be. So just let us know, and we throw the old voice disguiser on you, and no one will know. It'll be fine.
Yeah.
But yeah, hit us up on any of those. Like, comment, subscribe. Same thing with anybody that's here from our channel. Hit up any of you guys. Like, comment, subscribe, and let's get this thing built up.
Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah, let's do it. I think I got your TikTok and your YouTube links in the description. But if you can send me that photo, I'll add it into that description. Or not the photo, but shoot, I'm getting tired. The phone number is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
That I could put it in the description as well and push that out there. And
awesome.
Again, thank you for that little video. That was really cute.
We do have a photo that someone sent us of a dog man that I want to send to you to get your thoughts on.
Oh, okay, yeah, sure.
Yeah. Let's see what you think.
Yeah. I'd love that.
Yeah. Awesome. Well, thank you guys so much. We greatly appreciate you. And we look forward to doing this again sometime.
Anytime. Like I said, I think our chat, I've been watching our chat all night, and it's just been nothing but laughing, crying faces all night long. It's been great.
Well, thank you.
It's been awesome. But Cindy, you want to share where everybody can get a hold of that?
Yeah. So obviously on here, Monsters Unleashed. You can also find me on Coven of Curiosities. I'm on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Threads. So you can find me on that, Coven of Curiosity Pod at gmail.com. I'm on Grandpa's Old Hate Tales, which is on the NCI channel. That's a good show. Robert and I have a good time. And then I have another show that's called The Haunted and Hunted Case Files with my good friend Joy. So we talk about true crime on that one, and we've done some really good stories, and we want to continue to talk about good stories to get the word out, especially ones that are very cold cases, because they're still open. So hopefully we can help, loved ones or have some closure or something. But yeah, got a lot going on.
Yeah, you are a busy lady. Very busy lady. Donna, you want to tell everybody where they can find you? You're a busy lady too.
How you find your and then Stevens I'm just around everywhere. I do think
That was a cat. That was her cat that was moving. I saw it. Yeah,
She ain't got a cat.
I don't have a cat.
Well, there was a cat tail.
My dog is outside.
Well, it looked like a cat tail, like a little cat walking, like right there. Oh, that's your finger. That's you.
Oh, that's sad.
Or who's that? That's somebody else.
That is the live audience doing that.
Oh, that's
There it is.
Oh,
Damn,
my
I see a
God.
hand.
I don't have a cat.
Don't say something.
It looked like a cat tail
Scared
going
the
by.
shit out of her. You just scared.
I was like, I just cleansed my house. I said a prayer in every room in my house, and I haven't. Well, actually, I had to cleanse my house the other night. My sister, and I'll tell you this quick story before we hop off. My sister has been calling me every night, and we've been talking about the Bible. We've been doing like little Bible studies. And I was talking about the Antichrist, is what I was talking about, because she's getting into the book of Revelation, stuff like that. And I watched something, picture frame, fly off of my lampstand in my living room. And boy, I got mad. And I started rebuking it, telling it to get out of my house. It wasn't welcome here. I don't want it here. And my house is protected by our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. And he got quiet after that. So the next day, I took some sage, and I had some Palo Santos wood, and cleansed my house, and went through every room saying the Lord's Prayer, and haven't had anything so far. I'm just knock on some wood. So that little, except for Dana's hand being in the background, so that I was like, oh no, not again. Here we go.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's a little end of the show story. It was really creepy, and whatever it was did not like me talking about the Bible for sure. Now she's done hand puppets.
Yeah.
Earlier, though, her hand looked like a freaking tail.
Yeah.
It wasn't. It was. It's just like I ain't gotten. So I'm like looking around for my dogs. Like, did they sneak in here? But you would have seen my dogs. They're very big.
Yeah, I already have seen him over by the printer or that area over there. You know, he was sniffing, or she was sniffing.
Yeah. But all right, anyways, guys, it has been a great night. It has been a great show. It's always a pleasure having new guests come on. They're amazing. I absolutely love them. And the chat has been booming tonight. We appreciate all your love and support, and thank you, like really, really thank you for supporting us the way that you do. The amount of support's been overwhelming, not just on YouTube and Facebook, but on TikTok. Me and Jennifer Hicks with Creepy Culture, we've been going live every day on TikTok, sometimes twice a day, trying to push us out there to hear more stories and find more patterns in stories. And it has really blown up on TikTok, and it's been very overwhelming, but I love it. Absolutely love it. Met some really nice people, some great stories. I actually have a lady that is wanting me to come up to Michigan and check out, kind of investigate the report that she gave me. So it's been nice. It's been fun. With that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and take everybody out. And Dad, do you have anything to say?
Oh no, I'm glad you got to meet me, guys.
Yeah, listen.
Yeah, that was unexpected. And I'm like, here it goes, gonna steal the show. I'm just kidding. No, I'm glad he came on.
You won't see me next week, that's for sure.
No.
Yeah, that's what you say. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what he says. If I don't show
so we
one
need the
picture,
cousin
I'll pop
picture.
in and say, Trish, I told you to show that dog man picture. It'll happen. All right, guys. Well,
that's awesome.
Yeah. Thank you guys again.
Yes, thank you.
No, thank you. This has been great. Everybody have a good night and stay safe. If you're out in the woods, please stay safe. Keep your head on a swivel. Say your prayers. And next weekend, we'll see you. Same day, Saturday, 9 p.m. Eastern time.
Bye.
See y'all.
Bye.
Bye.
Fresh out the woods, yeah, we on the scene. Got the camera rolling, you know what I mean. In the LBL, where the stories unfold, chasing shadows and secrets that nobody told. They said it's a myth, just tales in the night, but I'm about to prove them it's a hell of a sight. Paws on the ground, moon shining bright, a creature lurking, ready to ignite. I don't give a damn, this bitch is real. Got my squad behind me, what's the pill? Monsters unleashed in the dead of night. Dog man in the frame, yeah, we ready to fight. I don't give a damn, this bitch is real. From folklore to the flesh, how does it feel? Monsters unleashed, let the whole world see a dog man in the LBL capturing history. Yeah, yeah. Camera focus, heart racing fast. Every whisper and growl, we're spelled to last. Got the flashlight shining, catching every move. This ain't no fairy tale, it's the truth we prove. Hunting down legends, it's a thrill seeking chase. In the heart of the dark, we embrace the space. What's out there lurking, can you feel the thrill? Lurking in the shadows, yeah, this vibe is real. I don't give a damn, this bitch is real. Got my squad behind me, what's the pill? Monsters unleashed in the dead of night. Dog man in the frame, yeah, we ready to fight. I don't give a damn, this bitch is real. From folklore to the flesh, how does it feel? Monsters unleashed, let the whole world see a dog man in the LBL capturing history. Running through the trees, hear the howl in the wind. We're on a wild ride, let the adventure begin. Feet on the ground, but our heads in the sky. Facing off with legends, we gonna fly. Jumped on the footage, gotta share the raw. This ain't a game, we're breaking the law. We're recording the night, capturing the vibes. Dogman in the spotlight, watch how we thrive. I don't give a damn, this bitch is real. Got my squad behind me, what's the pill? Monsters unleashed in the dead of night. Dog man in the frame, yeah, we ready to fight. I don't give a damn, this bitch is real. From folklore to the flesh, how does it feel? Monsters unleashed, let the whole world see a dog man in the LBL capturing history. So when you hear the story, remember this day. We caught it on cam, now we ain't here to play. Legends come alive in the night's embrace. Monsters unleashed, we're chasing the chase. I don't give a damn. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. I don't give a damn. Da 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 da. Down, down, down. Well, yeah. Da 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 da. You'll be there. Da 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 da. I ain't that dead. Da 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 da. Down, 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 down.